Hey, I'm Dumcius with MassLive.
And I'm Kristin LaFratta with MassLive.
And we're at Seaport Boston 2017. More than 50 grand ships just pulled in, parade of sail, and we are on one of them right now.
Yes, we're on the Oliver Hazard Perry. Its home port is in Newport, Rhode Island, and we're going to take a little tour of the ship right now.
So follow along.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Sorry, everybody.
So we're here with some other tourists and people visiting the ship. The Oliver Hazard Perry is named for Oliver Perry, who was considered the native son of Rhode Island. He's a U.S. war hero and a naval hero from the War of 1812. You can see that little wooden inscription right there. And this ship is one of the newest ships of all the vessels that are here. It set sail in 2016. It was finished in 2015. And you can see another ship over there, the Guayas from Ecuador. Earlier when it was sailing in, it had the crew standing on its sails, which was quite a sight to see. We have a few photos on MassLive.
You can see a couple of guys up there right now.
Yeah, there are a couple of guys sitting up there.
I could not do that. I could not.
I wonder how they get up there.
Bravery mostly, I'm sure. That's. I'm not really afraid of heights. It's more falling from heights that I'm afraid of.
Yeah, this is one of the newer ships, and it has a steel hull, which I've been told lets it go places that tall ships without a steel hull can. It's kind of unconventional for a tall ship, and that's probably because it is so new, being built in 8 years, but setting sail in 2016.
That's okay. And you can see some of the folks out. There's a lot of folks out there on boats, private ships. All right, we're gonna go into the great cabin now, which is a pretty sweet spot, I think. I'm 6'2". This is not built for 6'2" people.
Don't hit your head.
Yeah, easier said than done. You can tell it's a newer ship because it has a flat screen TV. They did not have that.
So when you're sailing on the Atlantic Ocean, you can watch TV.
That's another one of those boats out there. It's actually pretty spacious. I was not expecting this. If you're a Master and Commander fan, if you like those books, this is a pretty cool place to hang out. And it's here through June 22nd, I believe, right?
I believe so. Yeah, it looks pretty luxurious looking inside. Unfortunately, they don't let us see everything inside, but still cool to see a glimpse. That's the captain's cabin.
The captain's cabin.
David Warren Gray, captain of the Oliver Hazard Perry,
All right.
which is hailing from Rhode Island.
If you folks have any questions, feel free to chime in. We might not know all the answers, but we can try to get them for you. And again, here's a porthole, I believe is the technical term for it. I am not a seafaring person at all, so anything I say that sounds informative is probably by luck. And there's dozens of boats all across the Boston Harbor right now, and they're in this same situation, free, open to the public. And it's pretty, it's a family-friendly event, as you can see, with lots of kids here. Flotation device is very important. Always know where the flotation device is.
Yeah, that is instrumental.
And again, we're aboard the Oliver Hazard Perry, and this is that's the Seaport Hotel in the distance. That's the World Trade Center in Boston, in distance over there on the other side.
Yeah, and you can board a number of the ships here at the Seaport where they're docked after this morning. There was a bit of a delay for the Grand Parade of Sail, but got underway about 2 hours later than expected because it was pretty foggy.
It took a while for it to burn off. And you were on Castle Island,
Yes.
which was seemed like a pretty nice viewing spot. Her photo gallery is up on MassLive.com if you want to check it out. I was at the I'm gonna mess up the name, but the northern jetty there, that area. There was a boat docked, a Navy boat that helped people. It provided a platform for the parade of sails. John Kerry was there, former Secretary of State, former U.S. Senator, Governor Baker, Boston Mayor Marty Walsh. Pretty neat vantage point. And again, we are on the Oliver Hazard Perry.
Yeah, and what's cool about this ship and a lot of other ships that you can board is that their mission is to provide education at sea programs. So, different age students can come on this and learn how to navigate a ship and everything that goes into maintaining a ship and being at sea. So that is part of the Oliver Hazard Perry's mission that we're on right now, and a number of other boats in the harbor do that as well.
And again, you just take a look at the crowds here. Quite a number of people here. Security is also very tight. This is considered a maximum security event. I attended a press conference earlier in the week where the governor and the mayor talked about they want this to be a fun event. They want people to spend their money. That was the key takeaway. Be vigilant, be aware, but also spend all of your money in Boston. So it is an economic boon, much like the Boston Marathon a couple months ago. I think this brings in roughly, it's definitely over $100 million in economic activity to Boston. All right, we're gonna get off the boat here. Thank you for having us. This is kind of steep here, so we're gonna walk a little bit. We are disembarking. That's the right term, right? Disembark from.
I think so.
From the Oliver Hazard Perry. We're going to walk around a little bit. And we are on the fish pier right now.
Certainly smells like fish.
It does indeed. My mother is a big fan of fish, so I remember coming here as a little kid.
Yeah.
A lot of seafood places, and this is in the Seaport area. I think if you've been following along with MassLive, we're doing a Communities on the Rise tour, and the Seaport was the first stop. And we saw and we got a chance to take a deeper look at the explosive growth that's been happening in the Seaport, Boston neighborhood, and it was largely due to the cleanup of the Boston Harbor, the big dig. Is my backpack?
No, you're good.
Okay.
Trying to let these people.
So the big dig in Boston Harbor cleanup there greatly helped improve access to the Seaport, made people want to come here. So you have like legal seafood here. You have all sorts of restaurants.
A lot of apartment buildings popping up.
A lot of luxury apartment buildings,
Yes.
very expensive. They're on the water.
Businesses, startups.
Yeah, that's right. That's Mayor Menino, the late Mayor Menino, dubbed it the Innovation District in 2010, and it's drawn pharmaceutical companies, but also insurance companies, major law firms.
So an event like this really only enhances what has become a really happening area in Boston, and it really helps out the businesses that are located right next to the harbor. It's really going to drive hospitality, because this is a multiple day event. It's a festival that goes till next Thursday. There's all different kinds of events. They've got parades and a soccer game between the different crews. Some of these ships, they're sailing from all over the world. Some of them are part of the Rendezvous Regatta, which was a race between ships. They started in the UK. They went down the European coast. They hit Bermuda, and now this is the one place in the U.S. where they touch down, is in Boston, which is why it's such a high honor for the city to host these different navies and crews from around the world. It took years of planning by the Sail Boston office to put this event together, and it's coming to fruition now. And you can meet crews who have sailed in from all different ports. It's a pretty spectacular event.
And this is also a multi-agency event. You have Massport, which runs Logan, which runs parts of the Seaport, the Marine Terminal on the other side here. You have the Mass State Police. You have all sorts of security agencies. Department of Homeland Security. It's an incredibly layered event. A lot of security checkpoints. If you do come down here, be prepared for. You're not going to wait too long in security lines, but they have been moving pretty quickly today. But there is a list of prohibited items. You can check that out on MassLive.com or on some of these security agencies' websites. Kristin has been writing about Sail Boston. It's consumed quite a bit of your life.
It's a pretty big event, and it's really great for Boston to be able. I spoke with the executive director of Sail Boston, Dusty Rhodes, and she expressed that the reason this is such a high honor for Boston is that these different crews, they come to recognize Boston, and they say it has a very welcoming atmosphere, really jubilant, and the restaurants, the businesses welcome them. Sometimes they get special deals. It's really great for Boston on an international level to welcome people from all over the world. And it goes for the tourists as well. I met people today from all over New England. I would suspect there's people from even further away coming to this event. For anyone who loves ships or the ocean, it's a lot of fun.
And this is, I'm going to butcher the name here, Pitcairn Castle, I believe? Oh, Picton Castle. And that was one of the first boats that was coming in the Parade of Sails. Again, beautiful ceremony. A lot of people were wowed by it. John Kerry was craning his neck on the USS Whidley to catch all the boats come in. Yes, and we did walk in front of the ship. Somebody was saying the Ecuadorian ship. That's right.
Yes, and I think the Picton is from Nova Scotia.
And you get some folks waving at your eyes do not deceive you. Those are actually people up there.
Yes, the Elias is from Ecuador. The Picton over here is from Nova Scotia. There's really ships from all over, which is what makes this such a festive atmosphere.
So if you get a chance, come on down.
Saturday today was expected to be the busiest day, so if you come on any other day, it might be a little less crowded than it was during the day today, and you should still be able to board many of the ships. There's food stalls behind us, different events going on throughout the week. We have a schedule on MassLive.com, so definitely check it out.
All right. And so thanks for following along with us. I'm auth-Gdumcius, MassLive.com.
And I'm Kristin LaFratta.
And thanks for joining us. Keep clicking on MassLive.com for more Seaport Boston stuff. And we'll see you real soon. Thanks.